A wedding day is a special day in a girl's life. A day family and friends gather to watch her walk down the aisle as she exchanged wedding vows with the man of her dreams. Every girl wants to be a queen and be treated like royalty on her big day, which is why they put so much time and energy into planning every detail. However, sometimes they get occupied and forget an essential detail: to take care of themselves. This is why today we'll be having beauty specialist Dr. Uju Rapu take us through everything a bride needs to know about looking radiant on that big day.
My name is Deborah and I'm a makeup retailer. What are non-surgical beauty enhancements? I think like Botox, facelifting, and stuff like that.
Alright, from what I know, it's what you do to enhance your body features.
Non-surgical beauty enhancements, I believe, are enhancements that are used without surgery. For example, like facelifting that you do without surgery itself. Basically.
So we treat basic skin concerns. So the most common we see are acne, hyperpigmentation, my face is darker, or acne scarring. In terms of skincare, I do consultations and I treat with prescription products. Then we do skin treatments. So we're treating enlarged pores or wrinkles, lots of anti-aging complaints we get. And then I do a lot of non-surgical cosmetic procedures, so lots of injectables, minimally invasive procedures. So I do Botox injections, which are a treatment for wrinkles. People are sort of concerned about seeing lines on their skin. I do filler procedures, which you can use for non-surgical nose jobs, lip fillers, cheek augmentation. We do vitamin injections, we do non-surgical lipo, do microblading. So I do a wide range of treatments. People usually come with cosmetic concerns and I'm able to sort of treat with what we do. So we do a lot of nice things. For brides, you mentioned, brides seem to usually most concerned about skin. So most people are saying, I need to get this off for my skin, dark spots, I need my skin to glow. So I'd say most of the brides are coming in asking for help with their skin before their big day.
What's up, you guys? My name is Shady K, the Big Fish. I run Big Fish Cocktails, so I'm basically a mixologist. Look at my t-shirt. I drink like a fish. Big Fish Cocktails. Shout out to Moxie's as well. Would I get a non-surgical enhancement to look better on my wedding day? Absolutely not. I think, yeah, if your body is crap, your body is crap. If you don't like it, well, you have to come to terms with it. They say it's non-surgical, so it should be less dangerous. But I just believe that it's not all that safe. And besides, if you don't like something about your body, maybe you've got love handles or you've got fat arms, work out, exercise.
If it's not harmful, yes. If it's not harmful, if it's safe enough, I wouldn't mind.
Yes, definitely. If I feel like I need to, I will do. But I'll make sure that I do it at least a year before my wedding, especially just in case that there are any, bad reactions. And then I'll also make sure I go to professionals to get them done.
Do I think Nigerians are becoming more accepting of cosmetic procedures? Definitely. I'd say at the start, it was more like, we don't understand what you're doing. If you were going abroad, but most people are sort of not being aware, not understanding. So I found that as people come in for a consultation, we explain, I talk you through why this is what I recommend, how it works. And with time, I think people become more comfortable with information. So I focus a lot on telling people, this is why you have this problem and this is why I'm doing this. And if I show pictures of before and afters. So I think they become more comfortable as they sort of gain trust with the person doing the treatment. And I always emphasize consultations. Don't go for procedures without talking to somebody, because just seeing any professional, you can tell when you're becoming a bit comfortable with the person. I trust this person. So I've found in my experience, most people, by the time they've sort of had that in-depth chat and I'm working on building a trust relationship, they're usually quite comfortable. So I haven't had many people that are, so yeah.
My name is Cynthia and I'm a business relationship executive. Would I get a non-surgical beauty enhancement to look better on my wedding day? Of course I would. Yes, I would. Totally. Because I would want to look perfect.
Nothing, I'm perfect.
Would I get a non-surgical enhancement to look better on my wedding day? No, I don't think so. Because I feel I'm perfect the way I am. I'll just go with myself.
Okay, so how long before a bride's big day should she come in for a consultation? I usually recommend at least 6 weeks. I think 6 weeks gives us enough time to sort of go over all her concerns. In terms of realistically how long it'll take to start seeing results from products, I'd normally say about 6 to 8 weeks. In terms of treatments, usually want to be able to put in at least 2 or 3 treatments, depending on what we're doing, if it's chemical peels. And then I imagine brides will also have sort of photo shoots and lots of things going on as well. So you never want to sort of leave treatments too close. And then people sort of react to things differently. So if you have something big coming up, I normally say give at least 6 to 8 weeks to come in first.
Hi, my name is Precious Francis Obioma, aka Freshizi. I am the CEO of Project 58. I am an actor and a model. If I had to change something for myself to look better on wedding day, what would I change? Nothing. Nothing, basically, nothing.
If I was to change anything to look better on my wedding day, I think nothing. Nothing. I look better this way.
That will be to make my hips larger.
The most requested cosmetic procedures by bride-to-be, usually skincare related. So they're normally coming in, not really requesting procedures per se, but coming in with complaints. And the complaints are usually, I need to get the acne off my skin before then, or I have black spots on my skin. So I would usually come in at this point with prescription skincare products or chemical peels. They like the peels. So the peels are a treatment where we apply a solution to the skin and it causes dead cells to basically slough off. So you know, people that have accumulated dead cells on their skin tend to start having a dull texture to the skin. And this is what most people complain of in terms of, I want to be bright for my day. I want to look like I'm glowing. So we're doing lots of exfoliating treatments. So I'd usually bringing brightening treatments or brightening peels, anything to sort of already enhance what we're working with. Then if we're trying to correct something like acne, pigmentation, we usually do products. But I'd say chemical peels are the ones a few brides are looking to or expecting to do when they come in.
My name is Vanessa and I work with a real estate company. If I was to change anything to look better on my wedding day, what would I change? What would I change? Nothing. Nothing. I don't know. I feel I'm beautiful enough.
I think I look better. I don't think I want to change anything about myself now. No.
If I were to change anything to look better on my body or about myself, my ass is small. In proportion to my boobs, it's small. So I would actually, if I have money, I will do something about it.
Okay, so are these procedures only limited to brides or do grooms come for consultations? A few grooms come. I think most of the men are sort of maybe brought in by their fiancés to come and like, oh, I'm doing this, I think you should do this as well. A few men still feel that this is vanity and they shouldn't be vain. But the men who have something they're concerned about, maybe skin, or we've had a few men, a few grooms as well, who've been conscious of their weight and they're sort of trying to get in shape before the big day. So they're coming by themselves. But so the brides usually bring them in, or a few of them come by themselves, but mostly brides.
I'm Shay. I'm a social media strategist. If I was to change anything about myself to look better for my wedding day, what would I change? Nothing really. Probably my toenails. Yeah, my toenails. Yes.
My drip, get more drip. I don't know how. I'm good like this. Like I'm fine.
Where my tummy. Just get more abs.
There isn't one treatment for everybody. So everyone's skin is different. People are already on different routines. So they're coming in with different complaints. Some people are coming in with complaints of tummy fat. So there's different things that bother different people. So I don't usually see someone and say, oh, we should do this, we should do that. I say, what concerns you? Some people are coming saying, have facial hair, have a double chin. So a consult normally lets us review all your concerns. And then I say, what bothers you most? And then we start. So usually a consultation. I don't sort of recommend services. But after you've told me what's wrong, then I will tell you what I think we should do to fix it.
My name is Adjusted Blessing Ebiakpo. I'm a brand manager for DTL. Do I feel like the non-surgical beauty enhancements procedure is safe? Well, I'll say 50-50 because I'm really not knowledgeable on all the procedures. So I'll say 50-50.
I believe so. I believe they are safe. As long as they're non-surgical, I think they are, yeah.
Are these procedures safe? So most of the minimally invasive, because we're not sort of performing surgery, putting anyone to sleep under anesthesia, the potential complications or the side effects or things that can go wrong are much reduced. But with every procedure, there's potential side effects. So I think very strongly safety has to do with the professional doing it, the qualifications. So we know if we're performing injectables in the face, we know there's blood vessels we're looking out for, there's nerves we're looking out for. So if don't go to someone who doesn't know what is in the face to inject you, because yes, things can go wrong. You can block a blood vessel, you can injure a nerve. But if you go to someone who, okay, I know why I'm injecting in this area and I'm avoiding this, then it becomes a bit safer. So it's difficult to say, are these procedures safe? They're safer with some people, they're not safe at all with some people. So everything really needs to be done by a qualified professional. So don't just let people, even in terms of some of the skin treatments, we find as well, there's things are puncturing the skin, microneedling, PRP, which I feel social media can glamorize and make you feel, I need to do this for my wedding. Anything that punctures the skin has potential risk of an infection. So it might sound safe enough to do it at a spa, but anything that is sort of puncturing a person's skin can be unsafe in the long run. So it depends on the person you're going to.
My name is Bimbo Ajet and I'm an IT auditor. If you're not going under the knife, I think so. If according to statistics, I guess that they're as safe as can be, then yeah.
I think if you put your mind to it, yeah, if you want to do it, yeah, it's safe.
Yeah, I think it is.
A bride should know that she should come in early enough. A bride should read up about the treatment first, because I find in terms of expectations, knowing what comes next, I saw a lady who came in from somewhere else and she'd had a laser treatment and got burnt just before her wedding. I think had to sort of postpone that. So you should sort of know what can go wrong as well and think, is this something you can afford to go through? So we know, okay, chemical peels, for example, make the skin a bit sensitive to the sun, meaning there's a possibility if you're not using a good sunscreen that you have a burn. So knowing that there's a possibility of getting a burn from a peel, do you want to come and do that 1 week before your wedding? So most of the potential side effects you can usually correct if they happen. But I think it's important for her to come in for a consult, feel that she trusts and is comfortable with the professional, ask all the questions, know what to expect, know what can go wrong, know if it goes wrong, how would we correct it, ask for before and after pictures, but don't go in for any procedures not being sure what you're doing. Another thing I find is make sure you're comfortable with the qualifications of the person. So with a lot of the treatments, there's potential things that can go wrong, but they're usually related to this person doesn't know what they're doing. So make sure as well that the person you're going to knows what they're doing, because that reduces your risk of potential complications afterwards.
Would I rather get them done in Nigeria or abroad? I feel it depends on the person. I think it doesn't really matter. You can do it in Nigeria, you can do it abroad.
Abroad. The health sector in Nigeria and you can't generally trust anything in Nigeria, so.
Well, I wouldn't ever want to get these procedures done, but anybody that wants to get it should possibly get it abroad, but I would advise in Nigeria.
If I was to do a non-surgical procedure, which I wouldn't, but if I was to do a non-surgical procedure, I would never get it done in Nigeria. You guys want me to die? I so wouldn't, man. I'm not even sorry. I don't trust any type of doctors or anything in Nigeria. I really don't. I don't trust the health system. They could just be performing the procedure and then they take electricity. I wouldn't get it done in Nigeria.
How do I deal with distrust that often comes with being a cosmetic doctor in Nigeria? I think that statement is an assumption already. So I know that sort of in the medical industry and the healthcare industry in Nigeria, there's a perceived sort of distrust with doctors. But from the start, I've always felt I'm going to show my clients I'm working at an international standard. So keep myself updated. I'm doing trainings all the time, qualified. I don't feel I've had many people that have come to talk to me, had a consult and sort of stood back personally in my experience. So I don't know if I can answer that question now. So how I deal, I just try to keep my standards high. I try to keep, their gloves all the time. I'm opening packs in front of you. I'm showing you expiration dates of the bottles I'm bringing out. So I do have people who have come in and said, oh, that you opened this Botox bottle in front of me. The last place I went to, I saw them bring it out from the fridge. So it's practices like that already cause people to come in with a bit of a skeptical attitude. But I just try to sort of do things correctly. And I find people notice very basic things. You're washing your hands as soon as they come in. So I'm not saying people don't come in on day one and do treatments. Consult is always the first thing. And I just find that sort of sets the pace for things, how you talk to people, how you tell them about what you're doing. So I haven't I mean, if they don't trust me, then they can go somewhere else. So I haven't sort of had too much of an experience of people saying, I don't trust what you're doing. So I think it comes when people feel they know what you're doing and it's not like a business, you actually care about them. You're doing reviews, our office is calling you to check up on your skin, to check if you reacted to anything. So I think sort of people are sort of giving us sort of good feedback, good responses.
For me, I wouldn't say that there's anything that's too much to spend. As long as you're getting your money's worth and whatever you're getting is safe and great, I would spend.
But it depends on you. If it's worth it to you, if it's that worth it to you, then you should spend it. If you have it, you spend it.
Well, it's non-surgical, so I think for me, $1 million, 1.5. How much do I think it's too much to spend on non-surgical beauty enhancement? $1 million naira. I think that's too much to spend on non-surgical beauty enhancements.
So in terms of costs, I don't really like the way saying figures, but I think in the scheme of what most brides are spending on for their wedding day in terms of shoes, bags, for the results you're getting with the products, I think they're worth it. Yeah, so I don't think they're unusually expensive, but people want prices, we tell them to call. And also because most of the treatments or products are sort of on prescription or after I recommend, we don't want people to sort of feel, this is the price, this is what you've told me. So we normally say come in and we can give you a range or call us.
How much is too much to spend on non-surgical enhancement? Not is too much as far as you are comfortable with it, as far as it doesn't bankrupt you. Yeah, I feel it.
Okay, I think $1 million is too much. Yes, $1 million is too much to spend.
How much is too much? I don't think there is anything like too much. If you love what you do or what you're doing, or if you think that what you're doing is right, I don't think there's anything like too much. So I can spend my money to get what I want.
If I'm doing it, I think I would spend the amount necessary to get it right if I were to do it. That's it. So I don't think anything is too much as long as they get it right.
So what makes Belfair Medical stand out? Me. I'm joking. I think I try to keep things at a standard that is we're not just sort of going with emotions and just doing things, come in, go here. I care a lot about every patient I'm seeing, so I'm sort of invested in the results as well. So for me, in terms of even getting more people to come in, I think my advertising is more from what people are seeing on my clients. So I'm putting most of my efforts. I tell people coming in, especially sort of the acne treatments, if you work with me, I already know I'm committed to you, but I need to know you're coming in for your reviews. You're not going to get tired of us calling you. So I put in lots of effort, and I sort of hope that our clients are able to pick that up, that they actually care about us. So with calling and checking up how you're doing with the products. So I would say, if anything, the doctor-patient relationship, and obviously our clinic is medical doctor-run. So we have doctor, nurse. So you're sort of in safe hands. If anything goes wrong, there's a doctor on site. So I'd say professionalism in terms of we're all qualified in what we're doing, all trained, certified in everything that we do, and doctor-patient relationship. I'd hope that's what makes us stand out from others.
What more can we say? Amidst all the planning, hustle, and bustle to make that day perfect, don't forget to take care of yourself. Get yourself some rest and good skin treatment. You'll definitely come out looking as bright as the sun on your special day.